Hello, students.
Hello, sir.
Hello, students.
Hello, sir.
Good evening. How are you
Right, sir.
today? We have a very serious topic before us, and we have to do justice to it. You know, a lot of people they study, but they didn't know the purpose why they are doing their study. They didn't know where they are going. So that will lead us to study what is called career. What I call it?
Career.
I didn't say career. I said career.
Career.
Future career. Say my future career.
My future career.
My future career.
My future career.
You know, I will define career, but before I define career, you know, most of you, because you are young, they will ask you, what do you want to become in the future? Some of you may say, I want to become this, I want to become that. But did you actually know the meaning of what you are saying? Did you actually know the meaning of what you want to go and do? Will you be able to kind of achieve that aim? Will you be able to officiate in that office in the future? So you have to understand what you want to enter into. Please don't be distracted. Listen. You have to be able to understand what you want to go into. What does some people, what motivates them to choose a career? They may watch a movie, yes or no? I like the way somebody did something. I would like to be like this. Some people, they may be opportune. Maybe their parents is doing their career. They may choose what their parents is doing. Some people, they may see somebody as a role model, maybe in the environment, and like the way that person is living his or her life and going to his or her work. I say, I want to become what this person is. So, whatever thing it is, you must understand those career one after the other so that you will make the right choice. And not just making the right choice, it must be in tandem with your destiny. It must be in what? Say tandem with your what? With your destiny. It must be in line with your destiny. Everybody has destiny anyway. And in extreme scientifics, we make people to understand the purpose why they are on earth. So, where are you now? You are in extreme scientifics. So, and in extreme scientifics, we make you understand the purpose why you are choosing your career. First, what is the meaning of the word career? A career is defined as the evolving lifelong sequence of persons' work, experience, roles, and positions, rather than just a single job. Rather than just a what? Single job. I'll say it again. A career is defined as the evolving lifelong sequence of a person's work. Evolving what? Lifelong sequence of a person's job or person's work. What I mean? A person's what? Work. That is the work you'll be doing. Listen, they may collect your job, but nobody can collect your job. What did I say? Again? What did I mean? You may have a job working for somebody. It may be an industry. Whatever it is, They can fire you. They can accept you. They can say, okay, your work with us here is over. But they can say, take this is our job. We collect our job from here. But your work, nobody can what? What did I say? Only God can do that. Nobody can what? Your work. Why? Because it has become part and parcel of us, of you. In your work, you yourself may be a job creator. You may what? You may be someone that employ other. You may be an employer. Because your work is your work. It sticks with your mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? You continue to do that work. So you may not look for another job if you prefer, if you like. You may start your own job and become your own CEO. But your work, nobody can collect that from you. Because it has become the total of your experience. What did I say?
That's the total of your experience.
Yeah. You have experience about that work. But they can collect job. Somebody may offer you a job and collect it back, say, okay, we don't want you to work with us again. You can collect our job, but they can't collect your what? Your work. Please put that and note that as part of your mind. And it is generally seen as the combination of professional actions. What I call this?
It's generally seen as a combination of professional action.
Combination of what?
Professional action.
Combination of what?
Professional action.
Good. Combination of professional
Action.
action. You understand what I'm saying? Personal development. What I call it?
Personal development.
What I call it?
Personal development.
And learning. And what?
Learning.
It encompasses both paid and unpaid work over time. It encompasses what?
Both
Paid and unpaid work over time. So that is why you have to understand about what's called career. You have to understand what's called what?
career.
Career. So today's date is what? I can remember. Hmm? Hmm?
Career.
9/05 2020 what? Today is extreme scientific. Good. So look at the bar very well. You will notice something. You will see my future career. Again?
My future career.
So there are different kinds of career in this place. Look at it very well. There are different kinds of what?
Career.
Career in this place. Yeah. Number one, a teaching career. A teacher. Say a teacher.
A teacher.
The best profession in the world. To train the future leaders. This person says, I want to be a what? A teacher. Why is it the number one in all careers? Because in every other career, what gave birth to them is what? This teaching job. Whether I believe it or not. That is, one person learn something from another person. Whether directly or indirectly. You have a teacher. You can't just say, I am born to be, no, you are born, I'm going to be a leader with that side. Even if you are going to be a leader, you have to pass through somebody teaching you. That's what I'm saying. You have to pass through teaching you. You have to learn. It's either directly or what? Indirectly. You have to learn. There must be a teacher that will teach you. You understand what I'm saying? In every aspect of life, there must be a what? A teacher that will teach you in that aspect of whatever career you are going into. So this person says, the best profession in the world. I want to be a what? A teacher. To train the future leaders. What's the work of a teacher?
Train future leaders.
What's the work of a teacher?
Train future leaders.
What's the work of a teacher?
Train future leaders.
Yeah, that's the first of it. Are you understand what I'm saying? No matter whatever thing you become in the future, you have somebody that puts you through about it. And that's a what? A teacher. A what? A what? Another career on the list, we have what's called the pharmacist. What's called the what?
Pharmacist.
Good. What is the work of the pharmacist? They provide the best medication to the people. They provide the what?
The
best medication.
to the people.
They do what?
They provide the best medications.
Again.
They provide the best medications.
Again.
They provide the best medications.
Good. That's the work of a what? A pharmacist. The work of a what?
Pharmacist.
A what?
Pharmacist.
Good. The next one, we have what is called doctor or nurse. What do I call it?
Doctor or nurse.
What do I call it?
Doctor or nurse.
Good. To treat and save life. To do what?
Treat and save life.
That's another career. To treat and what?
Save life.
To treat and what?
Save life.
To treat and what?
Save life.
That is another career. The career of what? Doctor or nurse. Then another career here we have what's called the scientist. What do I call it?
The scientist.
What do I call it?
The scientist.
Like now in extreme scientific, now we are scientists. We study different kind of the sciences. We focus mainly on the sciences. Are you understand what I'm talking about here? We focus mainly on what?
Sciences.
We focus mainly on what? The
Sciences.
sciences. So we study the sciences. So I want to be what? A scientist. This person says I want to be a scientist. Now what is the work of a scientist? To research and gather knowledge. To do what?
Research and gather knowledge.
To do what?
Research and gather knowledge.
So, and this being a scientist is very, very broad. So the main purpose is to research and gather what? Knowledge. To research and gather what?
Knowledge.
To research and gather what?
Knowledge.
Good. Then the next one, say an architect.
And architect.
Say architect. Say architect.
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 That is another career. To construct building and bridges. To what?
To construct building and bridges.
So the work of an architect is to construct building and bridges. And we have different kind of architecture. We have what's called civil engineering. The architects, the build. They have mechanical architecture too. They are not they draw engines. You understand? So they invent, they draw engine, they draw this thing, they build the motor car. It's their work to design the structure of whatever thing that you want to build. Are you understand what I'm saying? Not only build and construct alone. So they go deep to make designs of how maybe mechanical or civil buildings look like. How many of you have been to VI, Victoria Island? Okay. How many of you have been to Lekki, Ajah before? Or Ikoyi? Have you been to Ikeja before? Yeah, I don't know. You used to be traveling, going outside. I used to be in Lagos. You will notice that there are some buildings. You'll be wondering, how did this engineer build this building? They call them the skyscrapers. What do I call them?
The skyscrapers.
So it is the work of the architect to design the buildings and the bridges and construction. They will design it. Sometimes you go out there, you see bridges, right? Very long bridge and big bridge that will connect point A with point B. Are you understand what I'm saying? They will connect different points together. How did they do those things? It is work of the architects. They are the one that will draw those things on a very sheet of paper or in computer. They will use what's called CAD, computer aided drafting, or they use what's called SolidWorks. They will do that construction. Don't worry, I will show you. All this thing I'm telling you, I have video for it, I will show you. So, just know it in the front of your mind. There's something called what? Architect. What do I call them?
Architect.
What do I call them?
Architects.
Architect. They draw the planning of whatever building or whatever structure they want to build. So they are the one that do that. The next one we have what is called soldier. Say soldier.
Soldier.
So, what is this career? This career is called a soldier. Say a soldier.
The soldier.
So when you have 2 or 3 or more soldiers, we call them an army. We call them what? An army. When you have many soldiers, we call them army. So what is the work of the soldier? To protect and defend my country. To what? So one of you said you want to become a soldier. Get up, let me see you. Get up, let me see you. You see. Now, this is the career you said you like. But the question I will ask, can you be able to cope with this career? Can your ex cope with this career? Can you be able to handle weapon? And if you are being shot, can you be able to handle it? There's a funny this thing going on the internet. There's a Yakubu manage. Yakubu was shot and he was at the brink of death. So it's one of maybe brigadier or lieutenant was now telling him, Yakubu manage, you will not die. If you look at it, you die. You will not die. And Yakubu is at the brink of what? Death. So they shot Yakubu. And nobody will promise a soldier that he will not die. Can anybody promise a soldier that he will not die? So if you want to do this, I'm not scaring you about this career, but I will tell you what it was. It entails. So if you want to be a soldier, you have to be ready to defend and to protect your country, even to die for your country. If at this career, many people, what motivate them? Some people it may be patriotism. What do I call it?
Patriotism.
What do I call it?
Patriotism.
Say patriotism.
Patriotism.
In our former anthem, arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's come, obey. Before our new president turned it to Nigeria, what the meaning of patriotism? Patriotism actually means that you are ready to be faithful and loyal to your what? To your country. That's what being patriotic. Some people want to make them to join the military in the love of what? Patriotism. That's it, they want to serve the nation. Why some people, what motivate them? They want to take revenge. They want to do what?
Take revenge.
So they want to use this as a tool to take revenge or to kill. They call it license to what? Say license to kill. But you shouldn't join this career, this profession with the intent to what? To kill your fellow neighbor. Just like that because you're friend. No. The major reason why you should join this career is to what?
You tell them
Read it.
to protect and defend your country.
So do what?
Protect and defend your country.
So do what?
Protect and defend your country.
Everyone rise up and clap for our military, Nigerian military. I think they are trying their best. Have a seat. Including you, have your seat. So, in every country, I respect the military. What did I say? I what?
Respect the military.
Because, listen, that sleep that you are sleeping, the civilian, you are sleeping with your 2 eyes well closed and you are snoring. Aside from God Almighty protecting you, you should give kudos to what? To the soldiers, protecting each border. They will not sleep. They will not what? They will not sleep. And in fact, in this country, I don't think they are well paid. Still, they try for the nation. They risk their life for the nation. Once again, I give them another kudos. So the military, they are doing their best. You know, there's a serious problem going on in Nigeria now. God will help us. Say amen to that.
Amen.
There's no nation that doesn't have their own problem. We have the problem of what? Boko Haram, the terrorists, insurgents. So it is the work of the soldier to protect the nation. There's the work of the soldier to do what?
Protect the nation.
To do what?
Protect the nation.
Good. So if you are choosing this career, you have to know that the major reason why you are choosing this career is to protect and defend your own country. The next one, we have the Navy. Rise up and clap for this one too. Clap for this one too. Have your seat. I have my reasons. So, you know, the Navy, they protect and defend the country too. They what?
Protect and defend the country.
They what?
Protect and defend the country.
They what?
Protect and defend the country.
Good. You know, there are some ways that reach each country. Not through the road alone, but through what? The sea and the waters. Through the what?
See and water.
So they are like the, let me call them, let me just use the word military that oversees the sea. So they are the one that prevent the enemy from passing through the sea to the where? To the country, to the land. So they defend our country. They do what?
Defend our country.
But where they operate? On the what? On the sea. It may be ocean, it may be sea, it may be very deep river, it may be tributaries. It is work of the Navy to secure those water tributaries. To secure the what? Water tributaries. All where all the places that water pass through to the country. It is the Navy that will defend it. And besides, any goods that pass through to the country through the waters, it is work of the Navy to oversee it. All this food we are eating that are imported or exported, those food that are imported to our country or exported out of our country to another nation, it is the Navy that was they oversees it. They call the place port. What do I call it? What do I call it?
Trust.
So they work at the port, at the seaport, or the ocean port. They protect and safeguard the nation. Can you understand what I'm saying? Like now, something is going on, a war is going on now at the moment. Between which country and which country?
Iran.
Huh?
Iran and Israel.
Iran and what?
Israel.
And who?
Yeah.
And United States of America. So something happened, right? And the moment that is still going on, that is affecting import and export of petrol. Yes or no?
Yes.
What is that thing?
Fight.
Huh? Okay, where is that station? If you are listening, I told you to be listening at news. Some of you watching all this rubbish and listening that they put on the internet. You should be looking at news. I told you to watch the Al Jazeera news, CNN, ground news, all these powerful news. I told you to be watching them. You can also be watching some Nigerian that are good at this, like TBC, like channels. You understand what I'm saying? But all these AIs that's basically based on the news. Silverbird, is Silverbird still operating? You are not sure. By Ben Bruce, Silverbird is not operating. So you have to be watching all this news to be updated. It may be international news. It may be world news, it may be BBC. British Broadcasting System Center. So you may be watching all this news to be getting information of what is going on. I understand what I'm saying. That's how a real student do. You watch news. You don't just watch MTV base and begin to watch dress, watch somebody that's dressing provocatively, misbehaving, or in the name of singing and something. Why do you do all this kind of nonsense? As a young man that's a scientist and studying, you don't need to be watching those nonsense. You need to focus on beneficial news, even news that has to do with science, inventions, that's what I'm saying, that has to do with different things to get your mind updated. Are you understand what I'm saying? To know the trend of technology, what's actually going on. You'll be able to understand, as a very young prodigy, you'll be able to understand what is going on in the world. You'll be updated. You'll not be silly. I understand what I'm saying. So there's something called the Strait of Hormuz. What do I call it?
The Strait of Hormuz.
The Strait. Hormuz. What do they call the what?
Strait of Hormuz.
Then I'll do one. The Strait of what?
Hormuz.
Hormuz. Or Hormuz. That is, it's on the sea. I'm explaining the work of what? The Navy for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is a very, it's a sea, this is a passage that every nation from the other part of the Asian world, are you understand what I'm saying? You know, from the Arabian countries, they will carry petroleum from their country. They will send it to every other country. They will export it. So that's why petrol will be cheap. That's what I'm saying. But now, Iran has blocked that Strait of what? Hormuz due to the war or the tension going on between Iran, Israel, and United States of America. You have to understand all this. So it is the duty of the Navy, naval officer, to oversee how all the things that will pass from the sea, from one country to another. It is the duty of the Navy to supersede others. So at the Strait of Hormuz, there's a blockade. The United States of America and Israel, the Timor, they killed their supreme leader. His name is called Ayatollah Khamenei. After killing him, in retaliation, the Iranian, they blocked the what? The Strait of what? Hormuz. That place is like a very narrow seaport. So every ship we have to pass through that place. So if you are taking petroleum from Iran, Kuwait, whatever country, Arabian country, even Asia, or the other Middle East, you have to pass through the Strait of what? Hormuz. But it is blocked now. That is why petroleum was not being exported to every part of the world, and it's affecting the economy of the world. In Nigeria, the reason we are still seeing petroleum is because of who? Aliko Dangote. What did I call his name? So he built refinery in Nigeria, is now selling those petroleum. That's why, although we are still feeling it because of the price of the markets. So I'm telling you the importance of the what? Navy. What they do, they protect and defend the country. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everything that has to do with import and export of goods that pass through the sea, it is the work of the what? The Navy to supersede it. That's another beautiful career. That's another what? Look, the next one we have what is called the police. What do I call it? Police is a very beautiful career. But that in our nation, You know, there's corruption in what? The police. I'm not afraid to say it. It's not repeated. But in other countries, they respect what? The police. The police are trying their best because they are the closest to the civilian. They are the what?
Let's use civilian.
They are the what?
Close to the civilian.
To secure the civilian. Every country has the police. You know what I'm saying? Whatever name each country call their own police departments. Some people they call them Homeland Security. In America, they call it Homeland Security. We have different sects. Anyway, there's some that deals with internal security. There's some that deals with external security. Are you understand what I'm saying? So those that deal with internal security in America, we have what's called Homeland Security. We have what's called the SWAT. We have what's called DEA. Are you understand what I'm saying? Those ones that deal with drug enforcement. We have what's called FBI. Those ones that deal with financial corruption. In Nigeria too, we have what's called EFCC, right? We have what's called NDLEA. Those ones they deal with drugs, right? We have what's called Gallant Mopo. They protect you. And you understand what I'm saying? We have what is called SARS. But now SARS has been redacted. They cancelled them. But they call them RRS now. They call them different names. Special Anti-Robbery Squad. Those that deal with robbery, that face that to do with robbery, that face armed robbers. So it is the work of the police to protect the nation. There's no country that they have their own form of what? Police. And you understand what I'm saying? But in different form. In Europe, we have what's called the Europol. Those ones that deals with like FBI, that deals with international this. If somebody scams somebody, international this, they are the one that will arrest the person. Are you understand what I'm saying? We have MI5 and MI6. MI5 deals with internal protection of the country. MI6 deals with international this, just like FBI. So each nation has their own what? Police. This is another career. To protect and defend the country is the work of what? The police. Another career we have what's called the Air Force. What do I call them?
Air Force.
What do I call it?
Air Force.
In case you are interested to study Air Force, the only place that you can actually study very and enjoy it is at Zaria in Nigeria. It's at where? Zaria. So it's called Air Force. They protect and defend the country. So they are the one that they use missile helicopter, they use fighter jets to defend the country. So they fly. In America, you have those that use they use what's called F-22 Raptor. They use to defend this and Boeing, this Lockheed Martin's defense system, all this stuff. So it is work of the Air Force to protect what country. One thing I like about America is the opportunity. Just as the police is using the car to pursue the thief, the helicopter too will what? Will pursue it. No way for the thief to escape. And if it is war too, they have what's called the B-29, all these powerful Air Force fire launcher that will send missile launcher. So it is work of the Air Force. This one they operate in here, in the air. Where do they operate? Where the Navy operate? Where the soldier operate? On the land. So soldiers they call them cavalry when they operate on the land. That's what they do. Why the Navy operate on the what? On the sea. Why the Air Force operate on the what? On the air. The police will operate on the what? On the land. Are you understanding me? If you are traveling from one state to another, you meet the police. You will be to protect the nation. And if you are traveling, maybe there's a war that has to do with the air. It's the work of the Air Force. It's their career. It's their profession to be able to protect the nation. Through the what? Through the air. The next one, we have what's called firefighter. What do I call it?
Firefighter.
What do I call it?
Firefighter.
Firefighter. What is the work of the firefighter? If a house is set ablaze and there's this infamy, what do I call it? What do I call it? in inferno. What does the meaning of the word inferno? It means a very powerful fire, engulfing a building, very hot. I understand what I'm saying. Just like fire of fire. Very, very hot. So the fire is so much. I understand what I'm saying. The fire is so what? It's so much. So it's called inferno. What do I call it? What do I call it? So it is the work of the firefighter to cool down the fire. It is work of the firefighter to do what? It's the work of the firefighter to do what? It's the work of firefighter to do what? They may use different method. They may use water. They may use this CO2 gas fire extinguisher to cool down the fire. They may use fire extinguisher to cool down the fire. It is the work of the firefighter. Can you understand what I'm saying? It is the work of the firefighter. Another profession is the work of the computer scientist. What do I call it? 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 It is the work of the computer scientist to create software that will solve problems and prepare for the future. It is the work of the computer scientist to do what?
To create software that will solve problems and prepare for the future.
It is the work of the computer scientist to do what?
Create software that will solve problems and prepare for the future.
That's the work of the computer scientist. So their work is so broad. Let me stop at that. The next one is called the journalist. The what?
Journalist.
It is the work of the journalist to tell the latest news. As I told you to be studying, to be watching news. It is the work of the journalist to tell you what? They will get you informed of what is coming, what is happening around the world. So they will fill you up. That's the work of the journalist. The next one is the pilot. What do I call it?
Pilot.
To fly people and goods to their destination. To do what?
Fly people and goods to their destination.
To do what?
Fly people and goods to their destination.
To do what?
Fly people and goods to their destination.
To do what?
Fly people and goods to their destination.
Good. The next one is what? The banker. What do I call it?
The
The
bank.
banker.
What do I call it?
The
The
bank.
banker.
To keep people's money safe. To do what?
Keep people money safe.
To do what?
Keep people's money safe.
To do what?
Keep people's money safe.
That's another career. So this one too. We have another career called the lawyer. Say the lawyer.
The lawyer.
Say the lawyer.
The lawyer.
To defend people and uphold justice. To do what?
Defend people and uphold justice.
To do what?
Defend people and uphold justice.
Good. The next one we have what's called the trader. What do I call it?
The trader.
To supply people with their needs. What do I call it?
To supply people with their needs.
What do I call it?
To supply people with their needs.
What do I call it?
To supply people with their needs.
That's the work of trader. You want to buy food, you want to do anything, they are not the work supply you your needs. The next one we have what's called the actor and actress. What do I call it?
The actor and actress.
So to make people laugh and learn. To make people what?
Laugh and learn.
That's another career. The next one we have what's called petroleum engineer. What do I call it?
Petroleum engineer.
So they refine crude oil for the people of the country. They refine what? Crude oil for the people of the country. That is what petroleum. And the next one we have what's called the musician. What do I call it?
The musician.
What do I call it?
The musician.
They entertain the people. They do what?
They entertain the people.
That's a musician for you. The next one we have what's called the sportsman. What do I call it?
The sportsman.
It may be a boxer, a footballer, whatever sport it is. Their work is to represent the country. They do what?
Represent the country.
They do what?
Represent the country.
Good. The next one was called mechanical engineering. What do I call it?
Mechanical engineer.
They repair cars and machineries. What do I call it?
They repair cars and machinery.
That would be so broad. They repair cars and machineries is the work of the mechanical engineer. Be looking at the work you choose, the one that you think you are good in, and it will not affect your health. And that's why we have cooking. People that cook. Say cook.
Cook.
Say cook.
Cook.
They call them another name. Let me try to remember the name. They call them chef. What I call it?
Chef.
To cook food for the people and make them happy. To cook food for the what?
People and make them happy.
That's the work of the chef. You know what I'm saying? They are a cook. They are very good as cook. They work in different places and doing that pasta. The next one we have a farmer. Say a farmer.
The farmer.
They provide food for the whole country. They do what?
Provide food for the whole country.
They do what?
Provide food for the whole country.
If there's no farmer, everybody will die. Everybody will be hungry and die. Young. So it is the work of the farmer to provide what? Food for everyone in the country. The next one is for the carpenter. What do I call it?
The carpenter.
The what?
Carpenter.
So to make beautiful furniture and roof houses. To do what?
To make beautiful furniture and roof houses.
To do what?
To make beautiful furniture and roof houses.
To do what?
Make beautiful furniture and roof houses.
And last but not the least, we have what's called the fashion designer. They call them what?
Fashion design.
That's another lovely career. Without the fashion designer, I would have been working naked. Right? So what is their work? They design and sew beautiful clothes for the people. They do what?
They design and sew beautiful clothes for the people.
Good. So clap for yourself. And clap for all the careers. Clap very well. So you look at all these careers and pick the one that you like. Especially the one that you believe that you can function well. And you can also pray very well to God to help you choose a very good career. But you can look at your talents and what am I good at? So is that talent or what you are good at that will be a propeller that will make you to choose the right career for yourself. I understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm supposed to ask you a lot of questions, you know, and you to ask questions if there's any questions that you have concerning this career before we call it again. Is there any question?
Sir,
Yeah.
the Navy department, are they part of the people that used to go on that way?
Yeah. They study submarine. Yeah. This Navy department, they have what's called submarine. They go deep down under the distance. So there's that work is open. The Navy. Any other question? You are free to ask questions before I call it again. There's no question? But that's it very well. Maybe in our next class, we come and explain on this and think very well. You know what to choose in your career. So you are bringing the class to a close. So by God's grace, see you in the next class. So let's call it to this. God bless you. This will take over.